Hey, everybody. Look, 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 look. I just got off stream. Had a good time. People was pissing me off on parental control. Did you know that I had a parental control video on there? No, you didn't. Don't even worry about it because guess what? You implanted. So if you want to see it, you're gonna have to go to my Twitch channel so you can see that one, and so you can see the one that I just did. We like watched like 3 videos. I'm saying we, it was really just me by my lonesome. But if that's this type of, content and stuff that you like, maybe it can be me and you watching it, You never know unless you pull it up. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Pull up. Anyway, we're back with some more Konran Zanki GATE 01 Prism. The last episode, what happened? The dude with the bear helmet, yeah, he got unalived because he was tired of Dokuroku shit. Yeah, that happened. But we're gonna go in, we're gonna see what else is going on. Everybody went back into their rooms. Everybody is kind of on the edge right now. My reading was a little atrocious, not too much. But we're gonna stick it through, push through it. So let me go ahead and get this shit open, and why is this open? I don't understand. There we go. There we go. That's what we want to see. All right, here we go. It took us a long time to figure out what button was the button for to leave a room. We remember that was D. I need to start writing these things down, really. Really. But we're gonna go ahead and go in and see what the hell these people about to do. All right, here we go. After Yuneno's motivational speech, everyone decided to scatter, clueless how to cope with Konokogi's ghastly demise. All that we were convinced about was that we had been forsaken in the maze of lunacy and irrationality. Excuse me. See, once the room was vacant, only Hanbee and I stayed, along with the dismal atmosphere of the octagon. We went out to look for a sheet to cover our hapless friend's body with. I would have felt disgusted to leave him in such a wretched condition. We uttered our last words of respect and left for good. Konokogi was probably the most relieved one now. After that, I was in my room, laying flat on my bed. Strangely, exhaustion was keeping me awake even though I was longing for a restful nap. I couldn't tell exactly what time it was, but because of the growling sounds that my stomach was making, it was fair for me to assume that dinner time was around the corner. With little to no point of reference, it seemed as if time had slowed down, slow enough for this atrocious day to last forever. Alright, so oh. The fuck was that noise? Yeah, damn. Alright, I'm readjusting. Alright. Yeah. What was that noise? There seems to be only 2 files on this computer, one named ID cards and one named Qubit Bit. Which one should I try first? Oh. I'm assuming Qubit Bit is like another game. Let's look at the ID cards. Click on the photo in the right top corner to quit. Over here. Okay, cool. What are all these files? Oh, it's okay. It has people's information. Okay. She likes fancy hats, clothing, making. Amigurumi. Okay. Building robots, penguins, technologies. He got tabs on everybody. Stereotypes, failure, immaturity, roller coasters. Huh? Hey, how is that possible? How do they know all these things about me? How do they even know about my hobbies? And my age? Disclosing it to everyone? That's deplorable. That's creepy. They genuinely snooped into our lives. Everyone has an ID card with their information on it, and since I can see theirs, it's very likely that they can read mine as well. That's uncanny. Yeah, that's kind of fucking weird. We already clicked on that robot long ago, but let's click on it again. Maybe it's something different. Maybe, we don't know. At least that's comforting to see it's here with me. Totoribot represents a penguin. I love penguins. They're so cute and so funny when they trip over. Okay, so anything about the whiteboard? There's all kind of abstruse equations on this whiteboard, and a few that I can recognize are in fact wrong. Are these deeds of a clueless genius or a clever novice? Unknown robot. I don't really like this robot. It looks like a toy coming straight from a cartoon. Okay. Can we get on this laptop? There's a laptop on the bed. Dokuroku said that we can finally have a free access, but I don't feel like using it at the moment. Okay, don't worry about it. We're gonna get out the room in a minute anyway. Oh, we can't go out the sliding door. Why? That's how it worked in the first episode. Anyway, let's just proceed to go out. You again. Bumping into each other is really our signature. But what's with the jitter? You seem upset. Have you been on your computer? I have. There's a fun game named Cubit Bit. You can whack some. That's not what I'm talking about. Obviously. I was talking about the ID cards. Oh? Yeah. About that. That puppet's toy's a creep, so it doesn't surprise me that it knows those stuff about us. Are you stupid you didn't know? You're way too fearless. Seriously. No. She's right though. He already told about some of the things that y'all be thinking about. Like, he knows. So, for you to call her stupid, no. I know, I'm a beast. Clearly you are. But whatever. You're clearly right. Exactly. I shouldn't be that surprised. I couldn't expect less from this weirdo. Yeah, but you clearly don't know what's the best part. I can see other things that Hanbee likes. That's a total opportunity for me. A free pass. Let me ask though. You've been acting very engaging with him so far, but is it a joke or are you serious about it? At first I was just fooling around, but he seems to be a tamed boy and he's so handsome. I love his goatee. Tamed boy? Yeah, like, he seems to be clever, to have his life together and all. And once again, he's hot stuff. Straight from the factory. Hot stuff. Am I interrupting this kind of girly conversation? Oh, hideaway? You're not such a vibrant girl. Hanbee, what are you doing here around the girls' dormitories? I was hoping to meet one of you to report an oddity. I went by the octagon to see if Dokuroku had taken care of Kanakoki's body. However, it seems like the doors have been locked from the inside. That's strange. And you don't know if his body's still in the room? I don't know, but if it's the case, it's going to leave an unpleasant smell. But I do believe Dokuroku locked it to transport his body somewhere else. I wonder where it's going to dispose his corpse. Hopefully it won't leave him on the bare grounds in some room. I hope so. Besides, do you know that the both of you are looking rather suspicious? Always hanging together? Are you plotting something? Hilarious. Actually, Poodle Face was starting to freak out because she noticed that everyone has an ID card in the computer's files. They tell your job, your age, your hobbies, and other stuff like that. Are there? That's bothersome when it comes to privacy. But it doesn't surprise me. Dokuroku seems rather cunning. It was a bet that it would have informed itself about us beforehand. Now, hopefully you two are not into some weird kinks or else everyone's gonna get a wind of it. Huh. Did you just see that little thing? The guy's so chill. And the teeth, oh my god, they're so white and so straight. Oh my god, just put them on me. Oh my god, it's straighter than I'll ever be. Oh. Huh? Is she hinting something at me? Tell me, Fujita. Do you think I'm his type? Maybe I look cuter if I cut my bangs. I've always wanted to do it, and maybe that now is the right opportunity. After all, my life is threatened anyway, so I might just go for it. And no, that's not funny. Don't talk about that so carelessly. Don't you want to live? Because I said that my life was being threatened? Well, I'm not scared of death. My life feels pretty fulfilled to me. I've had pretty much anything I wanted. I don't need money or any costly junk. All I ever wanted was to drink a beer with my friends, all the while strumming my Barney Ball music royalty and hugging my cats. I'm very happy with my life choices. Criteria for successful life have always been about being married, having kids, and a good job. But what people don't tell you is that those are actually the criteria to fit into society, which is different. We tend to forget that the importance is not about how many digits you have in your paycheck, but rather how happy you are and how happy you make people around you. You're entirely right, Yuneno. I really feel like this sincere side of your personality is very nice. Because I'm sincerely beautiful, girl. But before I say anything dumb again, I'm gonna leave you on this heartening note and go listen to some music in my room. See you. To babe. Okay. Excuse me. Somehow I feel closer to you, Nano. Could we possibly be becoming friends? Girl, you need to eat. But now she'd rather go get something to nibble on. So we're gonna go to the kitchen. Is anybody in there? Yeah? Oh, she's in there. Look at her little room. It looks very nice. Okay, hold on. Let's check it out. A sewing machine. This one seems pretty high-tech compared to some more common machines. Alright, oh, okay, nothing. A hat. A fashionable hat. I see that. I may actually like the color of it. Okay. I didn't know we can go into their rooms. I'm so glad I checked before I just went straight there. Clothes. Her TV. This one seems to be an old model, and yet it's still all shiny and scratchless. Okay, let's click on her and see what she got to say. Oh, Fujita, is that it? I'm surprised that someone's visited me. I thought everyone would quickly forget about me. There's no reason for me to forget about you. Anyway, what sort of good thing are you doing, Chloe? I was just visiting my bedroom. I noticed that all these clothes were mine. But then I started to wonder. Do you remember what happened before getting adopted, Fujita? Huh? I'm sorry. This was probably rude of me to ask this question. No, it just surprised me. But to answer your question, no. I don't remember anything from back then. I just have like very vague and distant memories. I feel like a lot of things have been taken into place in the past, but I can't call them back into mind. No, is that so? I'm so sorry. It must be a bore to talk with me. Is she going to be this demure all the time? Don't be sorry. It's normal. We've known each other for only a few hours and we're all troubled up. I guess it's only normal not to know what to discuss about. Really? So I'm not really this boring? We'll find a moment to discuss and ease from the strains. Then the cup of tea, what? Hanbee is still okay? Totally, like we promised you. Really? Hanbee and you, Fujita, are both so nice. Oh, she's so lovely when she smiles. Okay, we're gonna leave you in here. That was very sweet. I forgot that they were supposed to be having like a little tea date or whatever. Is anybody else in the room? We just talked to Yuneno. Yuzuki's not opening. I should come back later. Amane isn't opening. I should come back later. Okay, so we can just go ahead straight to the kitchen. Or we can go... Oh, I can't just click on his shit. Ain't no use to clicking on Kanakagi's door. He's not there anymore. Sasahara. Okay, so you're not there. Oh no, don't. Alright. Takasugu. Enter! Okay. Oh, like a chat room. Okay. This computer screen is massive. I don't know how Takasugu doesn't go blind from using it. Oh, you know what that figure is. Okay. This probably is how his room looks like at home. I imagine you can't click on any of the posters or the figurines to talk about them. Wait. Is that a frame of a Rococo show? That looks so cute and quirky. This arcade. Does Takasugu own it, or was it left here by Dokuroku? It looks fairly nice. But either way, it could be entertaining to give it a try. No, I don't want to give it a try. He got a lot of figurines in this room. And manga, my type of guy. What's wrong, Takasugu? It's bad. That guy really died, didn't he? It was not a show. Yeah. I know it wasn't an actual show. I was just lying to myself. I don't want this to happen to me. Nothing's going to happen to you, Takasugu. I don't know. I don't see myself surviving this. Don't say any nonsense. I can't guarantee that everyone's going to make it, sadly. But we're going to do our best to save as many people as possible. You think that's possible? Totally. But let's not dwell on this topic. We need to keep our minds clear. Let's think about something else. I noticed there was a game called Cubit Bit on the computers. Why don't you give it a try? That junk? Yeah, well, not to be rude. But I'm going to be rude. That game's shit. It's so amateurish and it sucks. The design looks like a preschooler's drawing in art class. Actually, I was testing another game on my computer called Red Rampage. It's a survival sandbox game. He seems a little more cheerful. It seems like everyone has a soft spot that can easily comfort them, even in the worst situations. There's that kind of game? I don't have that on my computer. There's only Cubit Bit. Ugh, that thing's utter crap. I'm going to say so many times that this game's cheap, and I'm going to sound like a bird. Cheap, 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 cheap. I got it, Takasugu. You think this game is rubbish? We got it. But I don't think it's that bad. It's certainly not, the most immersive game, but it's, it's decent. At least we have something to entertain ourselves with. Talk for yourself. There's no mean for me to convince him, apparently. But at least I brought him back to his exuberance. Alright. You not said no more? I did my job. I'm about to go. We talked to Hanbee already. He left to go do something. I forgot that quick. It's not opening. Okay, so he's not there. We're not even gonna try it. Should we? Let's just... Okay. What'd she say about his room? There's no use to knock. No one's going to open. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to see what you was gonna say. Probably reminisce. She said, fuck that shit. We're not reminiscing. Just to see if anything different might be going on in here. Nothing. Okay. To the parlor. Up the stairs to the kitchen. Oh. I thought people would be in here. I guess not. We're in a cafeteria. We didn't really make it to the kitchen yet. I forgot how to get there. Oh, it's back here in the back.
Mama.
Vegeta, what a pleasure to see you here. Amane, Uraraka, what are you both doing here? Uraraka was looking for a companion to assist him for the preparation of tonight's dinner. Naturally, I volunteered. The dinner? Yeah. We ain't gonna starve ourselves after all that shit. Nothing's better than a good meal to get rid of your ghosts. That's brilliant. Good thing you know how to cook because personally, it's not my forte. But still, I'm looking forward to this meal. And you may not know about it, however. Uraraka's a blogger who travels the world to record his journeys and share it with his fans. He told me that this is how he was taught most of the recipe he knows about. Never heard of him before, though. I wasn't planning to flex about it, though. But Dolly asked me how I discovered the recipe that I wanted to concoct for dinner. Dolly? Gal? Dude? Does he have an issue with names? Tonight's menu will be a... Oh, whoa. Well, this French. I didn't take French. I took Spanish. I'm not even gonna try to attempt that. But you see it. He making some food. Alright, this man know how to cook. He know how to throw down. He been on a goddamn Hell's Kitchen is what he's saying. Wait. My pronunciation was awkward. It's buffet bagono and off de muerto a la poisson. I probably fucked that up too. It's okay. Holy crap. I can't remember how to pronounce this French dish properly. That's sucky. Maybe you could ask Chloe how to say it. She told me she was French. Marvelous! We have a foreign comrade among us. I am convinced she will enlighten us about this delicacy that Uraraka and I are about to prepare. By the way, Fujita, will you join us? The more we are, the better it will be. I told you, I'm awful at cooking. You don't want me in the kitchen. You want to eat slop? I can guide you if you want to. I guess I can't decline after that, right? Having no apparent choice but to accept their invitation, Uraraka started to get all the necessary tools to cook while Amane was preparing the required ingredients. I've never known how to cook. Before that, in college, my diet was mostly consisting of microwaved meals and instant noodles. This was my first time involving myself in the kitchen and having the pleasure of doing it. Hey, look at them. Cooking together. Cooking together. This little music, this music be getting me, like, this is great. Look at the cupcakes. They look like cupcakes. If they not, it's okay. She cutting a little spring onion over there, you know. He get his little cook on with a little. Hey, why you not dancing? Dance with me, come on. Dance!
It's me, Carl! Chill!
Mama.
What a mouth-watering redolence. Yeah, I added a bit of time to the mushrooms. I like the smell of it. Excuse me, Uraraka. Do I chop it like that?
Yes!
Yeah, good. Just a bit thinner with the slices, and you might want to use another knife. Oh, got it. That's great, guys. Everyone's gonna feel better after that. And it'll be all thanks to y'all. Well, you are the cook, Uraraka. Vegeta's right. You deserve the praises. I have two of the greatest existence. You really gave the best of yourselves. What are you talking about? Are you sincere? I do not know if it's because of the palpable tensions, but I feel filled with the brim with excitement and adrenaline. I can do anything. You really feel excited after all of that?
I've conceived that it may come as a peculiar statement, but the world has always seemed to be so mundane to me that a bit of animation is always welcome.
You're a bit weird, Amane.
Am I? My dear Choo-Choo also has the habit to tell me that I have the propensity to say odd things. What an amusing coincidence.
Who is Choo-Choo?
Mikuria Churi. My dearest lover, of course. Regardless, I am done refining the pastries, Uraraka.
What a weird thing to say when your life is at stake after witnessing someone's death. But okay.
I'm also done with chopping the leeks.
Okay, girls. I just need to get this beef out of the oven and assemble everything. You can go tell the others to join us in the cafeteria.
Okay. Then off I go. I'm coming too.
Okay, come with me, girl. Oh, everybody's here already.
Is this the golden time? Time to eat?
Yeah. You can pick up a place to sit. You can all pick a place to sit. Wait a minute. Isn't Takusugu coming here?
Sadly, he did not wish to partake in our modest banquet. He said that he was planning to eat in his bedroom in order to make progress in his game. Can I have his serving, though?
My tummy's going grumble rumble, you know. I'm sorry. I suppose you meant barbarigamous.
If it stands for so hungry I can eat my nose and toes?
Then sure.
By the by, what's the menu?
For tonight, we prepared a bafu burgeringo. Shit, I won't pull it off. Right, about that. Chloe, since you're French, can you help Uraraka with the pronunciation of this dish?
Yes.
Yeah. Chloe, please. Let us hear how you pronounce this bof boreguino or off muerto a la posay thingy shits.
Well, do you mean bof boreguino et os de more de la poesy?
I said that wrong too. But you know French. You can say that. Whoa, you're truly French. What a lovely accent you have. Sacre bleu, my titty croissant and baguette de pain. Besides, I'd like to thank you for taking the initiative to provide us with a meal. Uraraka, Fujita, Amane.
It is our pleasure. We spent such a cordial moment. Anyway, I suppose it is time to bring the dishes. I'm off to the kitchen.
Let me help you, Amane. Whoa, it looks so typically toothsome. I cannot deny how remarkable your cooking skills are. The combination of different ingredients and aromas really make a delectable looking concoction. It feels special to see Yuzuki smiling. Uraraka learned it during one of his journeys in France. Yeah, like, France is really great. What city are you from, Chloe?
I come from Dijon, in the northeast.
Yes.
Really? I went there. It's in Burgundy, the epicenter of wine. French wine? I'm totally rooting for that. I hope we'll all be able to find a common ground so that maybe you can help me buy some proper wine for the country, Chloe.
Maybe. I'll do my best.
Sweet. Sweet! Me want some wine too. Throw away aboard! Toss it off the ship! What are you doing here, Dokuroku? And how did you even come here without us noticing you? I got my ways. But I saw you dining all together and I was quite sad that you didn't even consider inviting me. That mistake's are forgiven. Okay. Chef Uraraka, prepare me some crispy grasshoppers, but going on the inside. Fucking disgusting. Don't involve me in your gross food fetish. Error. The word food cannot be associated with the adjective gross. Is that so? I invite you in my house, and that's how you show me your gratitude. Hella crap.
You're such a bunch of despicable brats. But still, I have such a loving mommy side. I can't help but hope that you're feeling comfortable. There's a TV, a pool, a greenhouse, if you wish to relieve from all the stress, you know. Let go of our nuts. Okay? What a stubborn blockhead. I've been using my cubic brain to provide you with the best, and this is how it is. Using your brain is like a goddamn meat. It's freaking rare. This meat ain't rare. It's well done. Like, you're not finna... Don't do me like that. Like, ain't not rare meat, but goddamn, like, I cooked this shit. Alright? Yeah, dumb nut. It's not rare. Now then, since I've got no friend, I'll go eat on my own sweet ass internal voice. Bye bye, blockheads. How sickening this junk toy is. Like, the fuck? I believe it's going to obtrude its presence whenever we gather up. This nuisance monitors us. Probably. It might be trying to demoralize us. It really settles the chilly atmosphere. It even cut my appetite. No, Sasahara. We need to show gratitude towards this meal. Our friends took the time to cook it. It would be disrespectful to turn it down. Right. I guess we shouldn't give too much attention to this evil creature. Yes, it's like an evil demon. The more attention we give it, the more its presence will be waiting on us.
Yosh.
So, let's eat this delicious dinner.
Mama, let's eat.
Everything seemed to be fine. Everyone was smiling, ingesting a hearty meal, all the while appreciating a genial moment with each other. It was very comforting. But if you were to scrap the surface of his gaiety, you would easily end up with a massive ball of dark, vicious terror. It wasn't uncommon for me to notice the vivid dread in their eyes. I believe that it was really brave of them. It requires an excessive amount of mental strength to act gleefully when fear is the only emotion left to cling on to. I suppose it must be nighttime outside. Everyone seems to be more or less sleepy. But at the same time, it may very well be the morning. It's so confusing. Even time seems to be disrupted. Anyway, I have some time left to spend. Panic tutorial once again. Okay, so we got another tutorial. I am about to introduce blah blah blah. Why can't I fucking... I'm about to introduce you to an important phase of the game. It involves one of the event branch, the interlude to be precise. It is rather important if you wish to obtain bonuses. Do you wish to read it? I guess so. We have no choice. Okay. The new event in the event branches involve the interlude, a special moment of the game during which you are free to roam around and choose one or two characters to interact with and get special dialogues. Doing so will give you the possibility to learn the backstory of the characters you wish to discuss with. More importantly, at the end of the interaction, the amity card of the character you spend the interlude with will be negatively or positively updated depending on how the conversation went. Remember that once the amity card has been positively filled, you will be rewarded with a token, which will allow you to get special bonuses later on. Have fun. Interlude! Alright. Anyway, I have some time left to spend. What should I do? Discuss for a bit of time now. It seems to be a little too early for me to go to bed right now. I'd rather talk with someone. It'll be better than stressing out on my own. Alright. Who should we talk to? If you wish not to proceed with the interlude anymore, go to Fujita's room. Okay. Say what I tell you. All they got is bops. All they got is bops. Alright. Yeah, I thought I was about to spit some. I can't. Not right now. Nothing's on my mind. I was about to say something about me being Fujita Anju, but
Alright. Chloe's discussing with Uraraka. He seems to have stars in his eyes, but she seems a bit uneasy. Should I come to her rescue and spend some time with her? No.
Fujita, I feel so happy that you talked to me again.
The pleasure's all mine, Chloe.
Merci.
ありがとう。
I mean, thank you. Sometimes my French kicks in uncontrollably. I'll make sure that it doesn't happen again.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, I think you speak pretty well. Your accent's barely discernible.
Truly? You're always
嬉しい。
so nice to me. I wish I would have met more people like you back in my country.
あれ
Why? Were people rude to you?
Not really. I mean, there were some nice people and some mean ones, like in every country.
Then why did you leave France?
これ
The true reason is that after being diagnosed with depression, my mommy thought it would be good for me to travel.
あら。
My parents did everything that they could so I can fly off to your country, and when I landed, I instantly fell in love with it.
Excuse me.
I even ended up delaying my return to France. Did I say something wrong?
No, it's nothing about that.
I just find it sad that you've fallen into such a dark thing as depression.
でも。
What happened to you?
Please, pardon me for not telling you. Well, if talking about it makes you feel uncomfortable, then I won't ask again.
I don't want you to feel sad. But just so you know, I'll be around if you need to talk. Hopefully I'll be here long enough.
You're so bounteous, Fujita. Thanks so much. I'm so grateful to have you. And may I tell you that although we've been introduced to this calamitous situation, I don't have any regret. Because besides my parents, it's the first time that I met someone who seems to care for me. Uraraka's very friendly. Yunano's very funny. And Hanbee and you are both so caring.
あら。
In high school, no one was even talking to me. And in the few interactions that I had it was then some classmates were touching me.
Wait, what? Chloe, that's horrible.
Have you told it to someone else at least? No, please, don't get angry at me. This is not my fault. I shouldn't have told you that.
Chloe, I'm not angry at you. But what they did to you was awful.
I know, but I'm okay with it. So, please don't yell again.
What?
We all do stupid things. They were just curious to discover a girl's body. And as long as I can be useful for once, then I'm fine with it.
But you can't let someone do such lonesome things to you simply because you're willing to help them. Would you really agree to let someone severely harm you only because you feel happy to sate their creepy urges? Like, that's so sad. That's why she's the way she is. Like, what? Poor Chloe.
あら。
I guess not.
Not at all, Chloe. The only possible way to help someone is when it doesn't harm anyone, not even you. For the rest of the evening, I kept explaining to Chloe how to develop a notion of self-respect. I couldn't imagine letting her roam with such servile state of mind. But it kind of broke my heart because something told me that this poor girl probably had an awful past, and for that, I promised myself to give her a more promising future. I grew an overwhelmingly determination to save as many people as possible. Hey. I feel like Chloe got more outgoing. I think we might be becoming great friends. Let's keep it up next time.
My eyes are starting to be a little bit watery, but it's still relatively early. Could I hang around a bit more or go to bed instead? Hang around, talk to someone else. That's sad. Well, let's go chat with someone else. We've talked to Yunano, and like we don't really know what she is, but our relationship kind of grew early on within the episode. So let's talk to Sasahara. Excuse me. Mani kindly prepared me a cup of tea to ease my stomach ache. Don't tell it to Uraraka, but I had to pass on the beef. My body cannot process it, and just smelling it made me sick. Did I spend some more time with Sasahara? Tell me, Fujita. Okay. Oh. I like his theme song. Okay, stop. What do you do for a living? Me? Strange that he seems to throw some interest in my personal life. I am an engineer student. I primarily focus on computer science and mechanical engineering, but I master a bit of electronics too. Interesting. That's a lot of disciples. I'm pretty sure that's disciplines. Excuse me. For some reason, I was expecting you to have a valuable career. Almost all the other people in this place seem to be so average and with no speciality. That's not really fair to assume that. You just don't know them yet. Besides, what is your occupation? I guess I could be categorized as a researcher, but I had to quit my studies a few years ago. I think it was a few years ago as far as I can remember. I was studying linguistics. However, now I've become an herbalist, working on my own and studying botanic-related sciences and genetic engineering. Why haven't you directly followed a biology or pharmaceutical course in college? Sadly, I was pressured into following a path that I didn't want to pursue. Well, I truly like to study genetic engineering, plants and their benefits in the pharmaceutical perspective. Did you know that we can finally get a vaccine against HIV using plants? That's probably something that we can do right now. And they're just holding it back. By changing the genes of a plant, we could make it produce a protein that's present in each variation of the virus. Through ingesting that said plant, our body could probably create antibodies for this protein, which would ultimately work as a potential vaccine. Is that so? I've never heard about that. That would be a groundbreaking discovery. But what has led you to follow such a path anyway? It's pretty unclear, but I think I started when I was younger, probably around 6 or 8 years old. Due to some circumstances, I wasn't going out very often and therefore I didn't have many friends on my list. My father was worried that I'll grow bored of his life, so he often bought some scientific kits to keep me entertained. I especially liked those in which I had to grow exotic plants. It was very fun and enriching. And this is because of this continuity of circumstances that I started doing experiments in my bedroom and I grew old enough for it. Although they weren't always going according to plan, I can only imagine you blowing up your room in a bit like a cartoon. Wait, you really did blow up your room? Well, kind of, Boom, Nexter's laboratory. I had to face multiple experiments going awry. By example, do you see the green ends of my hair? Do you mean the greenish part? Yes. Well, it's not a compulsive hair dye. After mistakenly dipping the tips of my hair into an experimental compound, my hair have started to grow into a green color. Although my hair is constantly growing, the green ends are progressively growing towards the scalp. I assume my hair will have almost entirely turned green in 3 years tops. But how?
これが
I'm not quite sure, but this experimental compound has chloroplasts, organelles in it, excuse me. I believe that it has altered the pigments in the keratin structures of the area of my hairs that make contact with it. But that's only my best belief. I may very well be wrong. Chloroplasts? That's all the bit discombobulating. That's all a bit discombobulating. Can't you have health consequences following that failed experiment? I don't know if I can put my health at risk, and once again, this is just a poor supposition, excuse me. Mostly since our own cells would probably recognize the chloroplasts as foreign bodies and would annihilate them. All I know is that if I don't give it a sufficient amount of sunlight and don't consume some algae, it starts to wither. But you know what? I do hope that my hair has its structure completely altered. The effects of my failed experimental compound will make me gain a valuable title in the herbalism community.
それが
I think that's dangerous, and that could have a fatal consequence on your health. Mary Curry took risks, and although she died prematurely, her name is now worldwide known and as one of the top heads of the radioactive fields. So, huh. Who would logically choose fame over a long, healthy life? You won't even be alive to even know that you're famous. What if something fucking happens to you and that's just it? That's it. What if they already knew about what you was doing? They already know. I mean, we are in the future right now. You got chips in your head, like. But it's cool, I guess. For the rest of the evening, Sasahara kept telling me about his past experiments. Sometimes I laughed, other times I was worried. It seemed like this guy was really eager to make some important discoveries and become famous thanks to them. Hey. I feel like I might have grown closer to Sasahara. Nothing's been achieved so far, but I feel like it might be a promising first step. Let's keep doing this great time again, I guess. Time has gone by rather rapidly. I should go rest my mind. Well, it has been such a tiring and dreadful day. I think I'm going to rest on my bed. Going to bed felt very strange to me. I felt like I was re-experiencing the same situation at this morning, lying on this cold hard bed with a knotted stomach. The day lasted forever, and at several instances I feared it would never end. And this fear was not unwarranted. I had the constant reminder that the following day was going to be the same exact thing. Same facility, same people, but also same tragic situation. Remembering that everything was going to be the same nightmare was frankly horrifying. My mind felt numb, and my temples were throbbing because of my blood pressure rising drastically. My entire body was responding in an unhealthy manner, which caused me even more anxiety. I would beg. I would hope. And I would pray for someone or something to come to our rescue. But a small part of me was dreading that no one would ever be able to find us or help us. No. No one is going to help. Girl, you not the fuck out. Where am I? What is that? That light? That voice?
しかし
Anju, you cannot stay here and keep on working for it. Who is that?
でも
But I cannot leave you there. And do you even have any proof for that? But that's me and my sister. Am I dreaming? But it feels like a distant memory. For now, I cannot tell you much, but I can prove it to everyone that they've got vicious intentions and that they betrayed us.
私は
We did a lot of researches, but it's nothing too good.
争う
Unfortunately, we will be separated for a while, but don't worry. I'll come for you again, Anju. Mizuki! Wait! That was a dream? It felt so real. What were Mizuki and I doing in this dark room? And what's that music? My ears are buzzing. I think it's coming from the corridor. New morning. We're gonna keep going to the next save spot, I guess. Alright. We went to sleep, woke up, here we are. Let's go see what that noise is. What's going on here? Sasahara? It's that punkhead and her loud music. Yuneno, stop your ruckus. I'm coming. Good morning. Is my presence being demanded? No, no one has demanded your presence. Not even your loud music. You've woken me up, and even though my room is literally all the way on the other side of this corridor. Well, you've just woken up. Ain't much of an early bird, huh? And you aren't much of a clever light, are you? Now please, learn to live in a community. Wow. That guy must have been conceived anally because he's a real asshole. Haven't you been thinking about the line for that way too long? Thinking about that line for way too long. I picked it on Lucky Chan years ago. I imagine. Hey, by the way, I've just kind of realized it, but you've cut your bangs. It's actually really cute on you. But something else about her seems different. I can't really put my finger on it. I know, right? I've decided to take a lead on Hanbee, you know. Get my foot in here. I'm in the first step of my seduction plan. Changement and embellishment. And I've always wanted to try it, so now's the right opportunity. You know. Now is not the right time for seduction. Hey, don't judge me. I'm not even the only one after all. I've eavesdropped on Uraraka and Chloe's after dinner yesterday. Okay? And let me tell you that this guy was in totally floating mode. Floating? Really, Dream? Flirting. He was not just going for it. He was totally charging at the load. That's scandalous. The place filled with pheromones. Uraraka is interested in Chloe? Maybe I shouldn't meddle in their relationship. It's their own business. Don't answer. It's only up to them. It's juicy, though. Hello, ladies. Still gossiping? Hello, sweet cake. How are you doing? Fancy seeing you, know. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Oh, my. Aren't you two looking rather tired? Yeah. This night's been pretty awful. I've had a weird nightmare. I dreamt that I was in a dark room with a bunch of people I couldn't see their faces, but one of them was explaining that someone had betrayed our group. Oh, what? Something, okay, I know. That night has been pretty awful. I've had a weird nightmare. I know. Okay, come on. Ah, okay. Clue obtained. You had that same dream too? Because you did? We're soulmates, little babe. That's weird. It can't just be a coincidence anymore at this point. And what if it was a recollected memory? A memory? But if you did the same dream, does it mean that you two are connected somehow? May I remind you that Dokuroku said that our paths were intertwined? What if this bad dream was proof of it? And what was your nightmare about? I was also in that odd dark room, and should I mention the stranger was my sister? They might ask too many questions about it though. I was with someone who told me that some other people who had betrayed us or something along those lines. That's very strange. It would be interesting to know if someone else had that same nightmare too. I should go and investigate about it. But first things first, I'm going to go get myself a hot burning coffee.
じゃあそれ
Hope
は
to see you two at the cafeteria.
もしよかったら
Will you join us, Yunano? I'm also going for a cup of coffee.
やだ
Nah, I hate coffee. It makes me want to throw up. You've heard it. Hanbee will be there too.
もう
He didn't even notice my new haircut. I've literally just improved my own beauty, and the only thing he noticed was that I looked tired. Like, the what? I'll pass. That was a major turn off for today. But don't flirt with him, though. I still have, you know, my parade to make, you know. Seduction, embellishment, you know.
あら
See you. See you soon. What an energetic morning. Alright. Should I knock on their doors? Before I go to the cafeteria again? She might still be asleep. Bro, what is it with Yuzuki? She always says something like completely different when I click on her door, but everybody else is the same. Amane? Okay, I'm guessing everybody is just fucking asleep. Yeah, because he came out to fuss at her ass. I just want to see. Hanbee's in the kitchen, in the cafeteria. I don't know, he might be asleep. Oh yeah, let's just go. Let's just go. Oh. I thought he would have been up. I would have been up on the computer all day. That ain't stopping me. Sometimes I just don't sleep. Oh, he's right there. Hey, Takasuga. What are you doing standing up in the...
あれ
Takasuga? Nigga sleep right there. Okay. What? Is he sleeping? What? Fujita? Huh, you fucking me up. I was dreaming. A wonderland. Excuse me. I don't know what this is, like a hiccup burp thing going on, and I don't know when it's coming. He used to look so bubbly, but now he seems so jaded. What has happened to you? Well, I might have possibly spent my entire night playing.
ああ
You're
バカでしょ
probably... That's what you did. You're being too impudent. It's not really judicious to spend your energy this way. I had to beat my own score, and it was so high that I had to play overnight to do it. Yeah. Is that an instant sleepiness? I love those. You just go straight to sleep. Love it. How a little wary of him to do that. Oh, I can save here if I want to. Let's save here. Save. But I wanted to wait till the next save point come up on its own. Just in case. Okay, I don't even know. I keep coming into the bathroom like there's something gonna be there. Oh, there you two are. Look at you. Hammer in the morning. Let me look on this side. Anybody over here know?
今は君と
I woke up early and I thought you'd be hungry, so I was about to go make some piano prudo for you.
あの
What is this?
そんなこと
Well, you know, you use dry bread and soak it into the sugar and uncooked eggs. Do you mean pain Purdue?
ありがとう
It's fine. Don't worry for me. I will just have a glass of milk. No way, Chloe. You're going to be hungry and feel drained out of energy. Wait, Chloe.
This should be... This face. My face. I hate it. I have no control over it. I don't even understand why it happened like that. I just wanted to make her happy. What should I do, Fujita?
I don't know. Try not to get too excited. It seems like you can easily lose a grip on your emotions, and sometimes it may come as a little scary. Once again, I've heard that so often. I'm horrible. She's going to hate me after that. Damn. Well, you go after your girl. You go after your girl. Alright, straight to the cafeteria. Oh, actually, let's look in the, Just checking to see if Sasahara was in here. He's not. He really went back into his room to go back to sleep. Anyone in the laboratory? No one. Okay. Oh, he went into the kitchen. In the cafeteria. Oh, I'm on it. Good morning, Vegeta. I hope your night was paceable and your slumber restful. It's rather hard to sleep in such conditions. And the bed is so rough on my spine. Those beds are really not the most comfortable. Furthermore, the place is quite cold and the bed sheets are pretty thin. But I could not care less, because I had a very stirring dream. Yesterday I was in such a hectic day that my dreamline got a bit more tumultuous than usual. Tumultuous. Excuse me. Can you really talk about dreams in this case? Here we go again. Am I not a little weird? But I believe that mild, serene dreams are very treacherous. Treacherous? You blossom in this utopic illusion just to wake up and notice how dreary the real world seems to be in comparison. Whereas nightmares, oh my. The more dreadful they are, the happier you are when you wake up. But well, I am not to complain, so either way, I'll wake up jolly. Although I find her reflection very singular, it's not fairly, untrue. I could very well agree with you, Amane, but right now, we're just waking up from a nightmare to be in a nightmare, so... And what if it was some sort of slumber Russian doll? Each doll contains another smaller doll, and it would function in the same way, but with dreams instead, Where a dream and a dream and a dream and so on. Isn't there a movie about that? Or it could be a very well nightmarish reality. Aren't you quite of a jolly jay in the morning, Vegeta? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just go to the kitchen. I feel a tad guilty for killing her mood. Right, she waking up all happy and shit. Chloe's gonna hate me after that. Don't say that. She's such a lovely girl. She'll understand and forgive you. I hope so. To the kitchen. Alright. Alright, it's just you and me, Hanbee. This refrigerator is huge. Oh, I thought I clicked on Hanbee. I was like, why are you talking about the refrigerator? My dear Vegeta, may I serve you a cup of coffee? How would you like your coffee? I've made mine extra bitter so that I can be conscious enough to realize that another grim morning has started. That is really the most uplifting way to offer someone a cup of coffee. You are absolutely right. I am truly losing my gentleman qualities just for comedy relief. A big cup will be fine, please.
Hi.
1 big cup of coffee. 1. Hami and I sat together while indulging in uncomforting morning coffee. But soon enough, we started treating serious matters. So, I asked people on my way if they had a dream similar to yours. Amane and Chloe had no remembrance about their night. However, Uraraka was shocked when I told him about this odd story. Apparently, he experienced it too, and it didn't seem like he was lying about it. He's rather gullible, and his eyes tell a lot about him. It's easy to guess whether he tells the truth or not.
How can you tell?
僕は
I've tested him sneakily. But other than that, it cannot be a coincidence anymore. The three of you had a similar memory. However, Uraraka's testimony had one more detail.
あれ
One more detail? What was it? He said that this group you talked about? Now, my best guess is that all of us were the people you saw. Sadly, Uraraka was unable to confirm it.
だから
Now, interestingly, he still managed to discern two faces among the small crowd. It was you and another unidentified red-haired woman. He said you two seemed paired up.
藤田さん
Now tell me, Fujita, do you know this unidentified woman? Hanbee is doubting me, but I don't want him to think that I'm a shady person.
あの
I don't remember anyone as such. It was probably someone involved in it.
うん
Are you sure? Of course.
違うよ
I don't believe you at all.
え
Huh? But maybe I'm mistaken. And if it's the case, then prove me wrong. Otherwise, I might just take that as a challenge. A challenge?
よーし
That spiced up my morning. Look at that. But fun aside, I'm going to retire to the girls' wing. I noticed Yusuke hasn't come out of her room yet, so I'm going to wake up this lazy genius with a cup of coffee.
じゃあそれでは
See you soon. He's on to us. It's bad. How does he do that? I better be careful. For a major part of the morning, I stayed in the kitchen alone, my thoughts drowning into my sooty black coffee. What was that place? Why was my sister here? What was the initial idea behind the creation of our group? I was unable to give an answer to any of those mind-breaking questions. All I could assume was that those nightly visions might have had a much deeper meaning. My mind was permeated with the disarray of thoughts, lines of questions bouncing around my brain. I was deeper than ever into my own reflection when, suddenly... Good morning, blackheads. You're urged to head towards the antechamber immediately. Thank you for your attention. Was that Dokuroku? The antechamber?
へえ
What is it plotting again? Alright. I'm gonna head there. Chloe? Didn't you hear Dokuroku's announcement?
あら
I did. But while I was going to the antechamber, I found this.
これ
A wallet. It was right next to the restroom door. I didn't dare to open it. A wallet?
それが
And you haven't been curious enough to look inside of it? It could help us figuring out who it belongs to. But it's not very polite. We are not going to rummage through their papers. We just need a name. I suppose then. Ah, it's Hanbee's.
え
Wait, it's Hanbee. He is a detective. He's a what? He's a detective. Now things get a little clearer. With his shrewd, sneaky behavior, I can finally understand it. Well, some people's identities still remain in the dim. It confirms how little we know about each other in this place.
あら
But can we give it back now? Right. And let me handle it, please. It'd be a pleasure to clarify this with him.
一緒に
Now come with me, Chloe. We better hurry before something bad happens again. Alright, we're here. Nothing's going on. We're in the antechamber. Oh, go through the door. Excuse, huh? It finally opened. We've been waiting for the both of you, you slow dumb nuts. I'm sorry. Where is Kanakogi? Dumped away. Probably cut into frozen pieces or cremated in a flesh-consuming braise. Who knows? Now he's in one of the 9 layers of hell. How thrill-inducing is it? How ill-mannered.
これって
Disrespecting a deceased one can bring you haunting nightmares. Excuse me, princess, but you're already in a nightmare of your own. But you're right. I haven't ordered you to come here just to be, just to mock a dead blockhead. My initial intention was to remind you that tomorrow is the day of the first mind hack. So enjoy your day, because one of you will not wake up with a clear mind tomorrow.
そうでしょう
How revolting is that? Excuse me. Taking an opportunity out of this ghastly situation just to have fun. Obnoxious. Oh, shut up, Preachy Peach. Always the same kind of speech. But now that I come to think of it, I also wanted to mention something. Someone has been acting very sneakily lately. So remember that I've got my eyes on ya. I won't finger point at anyone, but the guilty fox will recognize itself. Someone's been acting sketchy. Who could Dokuroku be referring to? Could it be Hanbee? He is my best bet now that I know his identity.
ちょっと
Before you vacate your insignificant schemes, I would like to have a series of questions to ask. Go on. Then,
どうして
what is the elevator for? Where does it bring you to? I won't tell. Why is there a greenhouse in such a place? 'Cause it's soothing and nature's good. Are there hidden rooms? None of your business. What are the cameras for? To keep an eye on you. Enough with the damn questions.
それだけ
I was done anyway.
だけど
You aren't very convincing. Nuthead, bumphead, you're not here to find answers. Fate's hazardous, and only it can be handled your future at the moment. And only it can handle your future at the moment. So stop it. But now, if you may excuse me, I'm going to retire. I have to make a couple of pictures and upload them to my social media. At Dokuroku _ it is the name. Fame is such a tiring asset. Bye.
あ
Fame? That toy doesn't know shit about fame.
そんな言
But
葉
more importantly, what was that it? Bothering us just to fool around?
でも
As a matter
さ
of fact, it has told us more than expected. What do you mean? I may have obtained a potential information, but I cannot divulge them here. What a cunning genius you are! We'd be all ears to hear this information.
その間
Like I just said, I can't divulge them in this room. It could still be listening. If someone wishes to know them, I'll be around, obviously. She's got me intrigued. Because of Hanbee's ID card, I didn't want to pay much attention, but I don't remember Dokuroku leaking any useful information. But thinking about Hanbee... What about Hanbee? Hanbee,
藤田さん
Fujita, before anything, come here, please.
あれ
Yes?
ああ
I'm intrigued about the disappearance of Kanakogi's body, the way he just, vanished. Have you heard or seen anything notable?
あの
I guess they probably came out at night. Since they can monitor us, they probably waited for everyone to be asleep before coming out.
わかりませんか
You can do better. Okay, then please. Beam us with your light, almighty Hanbee. I like your sarcasm. But I'm going to prove you how you could have analyzed your surroundings a little bit more diligently. Here, look. The circular platform in the middle. It has aroused my curiosity. I noticed that there's a small interstice. I don't know. In the floor. It's a little divot or something. Which seemed already pretty weird on its own. And it might just be me, but I can almost see some sort of mechanism embedded in there. So here's my thought. What if it could move vertically? It could very well act as an elevator, perhaps. A moving platform?
でも
It would mean that the creep behind all of this is probably hiding somewhere beneath us.
はい
Aimed right. And I'm going to test something.
僕は
I'm going to stuff this tiny tea bag in the gate between the floor and the platform. The tea bag is now very well stuck. It cannot slip, and nobody's going to even notice it. We will have to check on this on a daily basis, though. If the tea bag isn't there anymore, it means that it's very likely to be a moving platform.
そうでしょうか。
I doubt your theory could be valid, but it does sound like a clever idea. I hope no one's going to notice it and remove it. It would be interesting to see the outcome of it. That's very smart, Hanbee. By the way, I found something that belongs to you.
あれあれ
And what could that be? This card? This card? No, I didn't know you had such an important job. My detective ID card. Where did you find it? Chloe found it on one of the corridors. But why didn't you mention it?
だって
Because it has been on only one day and I didn't think it would be crucial to mention this kind of detail, you know. I mean, you aren't any better. I know you're an engineer student who spends most of her time conceiving wacky robots. But I got to discover on my own foxy means, not because you necessarily mentioned it at any given moment. You are kind of right, in fact. But how do you even make it?
まあ
I got my
しょうが
own
ないね
ways. I am simply one hell of a detective. Okay, Sebastian. Up to now, I've learned a few basic facts about each one of you. Amani is a popular fashion model, infamous of her strange habit to enjoy pranking her co-workers, and her liking for morbid things. Sasahara is a self-proclaimed botanic researcher who is actually fearful of insects. Yunano is a jewel seller, but also a cat lady. I didn't know she sold jewelry.
うん
Only Kanokagi and Yusuke remains as mysteries to me.
えー
It's creepy the amount of information you have about us, whereas we seemingly know so little about you. Well, what do you wish to know? I'm nothing more than a detective who also happens to be an onophile in a cartoon that enthusiast. Excuse me. God damn, my mouth is getting dry and I don't have any water by me anymore. I'm not a fascinating man in any way. I wasn't really asking for details.
ごめんね
Is that so? Even if you don't seem to be interested in me. Besides, thank you very much for returning my ID card, Fujita.
いや
It was not very professional for a detective to leave such a clue behind. Be careful next time. Why are you still here? Okay, let me stop. Still asleep? You really need to go get some rest now.
僕は
Right. I don't even remember why I'm here. Is that it? I'm just going to rapidly inspect this room, then afterwards I'll be in my room sipping some
よし
coffee, whatever. If you wish to come and have some, I'll also have some pretty wines. To me, they aren't real wines, but I heard the younger folks and ladies love its sweet fragrance. I don't drink, Hanbee. I'm still underage. Right. Well, in this kind of situation, only a good detective like me would have discovered it. That's unwise. Alright, so what am I supposed to be doing in here? Because he's going to be investigating. I guess we're supposed to be heading over to old girl's room to see what she discovered. But I'm going to stop it right here because we've been playing for like an hour. And go ahead and save again. Oh yeah. But with that, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I did. We learned a couple of things about people. Poor Chloe, you know? That's so fucking sad. And Fujita was right. If anybody else is going through some shit like that, like, that is so sad, and I feel so sorry for you. You know, nobody should have to go through anything like that at all. And we're gonna leave on that note. Today I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, so by the time I upload this, it will be Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy all the gifts that you got. I hope that you got what you wanted, you know, and you'll have a good day. Make a plate for me. Eat double for me, okay? I'm gonna be eating steaks and shit, but shit, you might have some good stuff too. Alright, we out of here. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget Mondays. That's the next time I'm about to stream. Monday, Mario Kart. Come through. Alright,
But with that, we done. We through. We'll be back on a new episode later. I don't know when, but it won't be that long. Okay, I promise you. Later.